It is essential to accelerate new investments in Africa that promote a green transition in the recovery of the economic crisis caused by the pandemic of COVID-19. It was in this sense that the main political and financial leaders who inaugurated the EU-Africa High-Level Forum on Green Investment, organized by the Portuguese Presidency of the Council of the EU and the European Investment Bank from the Centro Cultural de Belem in Lisbon. Europe must establish a real partnership with Africa to build a more prosperous future, started the Minister of State of Foreign Affairs. Augusto Santos Silva pointed out that the partnership should have as a priority the reinforcement of the green transition, which brings a huge opportunity for job creation and sustainable economic growth, allowing to reduce inequalities. The minister also affirmed that it is necessary to recognize that Africa has very little responsibility for the emission of greenhouse gases, but it is simultaneously one of the regions most affected by the consequences of climate change. We have to resolve this paradox, stressed Santos Silva. At the event, the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, who intervened through a video message, suggested the creation of an African ecological pact similar to the European Ecological Pact. This pact, von der Leyen argued, would be the centerpiece for economic recovery. The green transition is not just a necessity to combat climate change. The green transition is the greatest economic opportunity of our times, and it can be the engine of our recovery, both in Europe and in Africa, she stressed. For his part, Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations, considered it urgent to accelerate investment in renewable energies in the African continent. It is an investment opportunity of $3 billion until 2030, he said, pointing out that although Africa is the region of the globe richest in solar resources, it concentrates only 2% of the investment in renewable energies. Investment in these areas, argued Gutierrez, will boost the development of the technical capacities of African women and young people for new jobs, while simultaneously combating unemployment and the climate crisis. The president of the African Development Bank, Akinwumi Adesina, warned investors that they cannot ignore Africa. The banker defended that the recovery must guarantee more space for the private sector to reduce the debt of the states and must foster inclusive growth with more opportunities for young people and women. Insisting on the appeal, Adesina concluded, Africa is already green, it just needs to be greener, with more euros to support growth on the continent. Do not think about the difficulties of doing business in Africa. Rather think about what you will be losing if you do not do it. The EU-Africa High-Level Forum on Green Investment discusses Europe's role in the transition to a green economy on the African continent. And if you want to stay informed, please subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in my next video. Auf Wiedersehen.